Every action starts with a thought. This is what guides us and helps us deal with life on its own terms. When we have to make decisions, we use our faculty of the brain to think and reason. Our goal is to reach a positive conclusion that is most beneficial to ourselves and those around us. Regardless of status in life, we all use the same process to create thoughts based on our life experiences. If we think bad thoughts, bad things happen to us. If we think good thoughts, good things happen to us. Our method of thinking comes from our personal consciousness. This is what dictates the way we think and reason about what has happened in our life. It also has a direct influence on the outcome of whatever problem we are facing. It is our conscious that controls how we discern our surroundings at any given time. But did you know that the conscious level of our mind is dictated by what we perceive? The conscious level only records what our eyes and ears have received and then files away that information. However, the process does not end there. This is yet another step. There is another level of our brain that has even more control over our thoughts than our conscious level does. This is our subconscious. The subconscious does not filter the data it receives from our conscious mind. The subconscious mind takes those thoughts and processes them for us to act on. The final process is delivered back to our conscious mind as a thought that is merely an interpretation of what we first perceived. And it does not matter if this perception was correct or incorrect. These thoughts also direct our emotions. When these thoughts come to our conscious mind, they may or may not be in harmony with our mental programming. And our mental programming techniques were ingrained into us when we were children. We began receiving this programming on the day we were born. And because of this programming, we may reject some thoughts because of our limited beliefs. But what exactly is the subconscious mind? You can think of the subconscious mind as something like a computer. When you first purchase a computer, you have the hardware that allows it to function the way it was intended. You have the box the CPU is stored in, the monitor, keyboard, mouse, CD or DVD drive, and hard drive. But without the operating system, that computer is worthless. The operating system is a set of written code that controls all the hardware on your system. As soon as the operating system is installed on your computer, it starts working. And you can even add more programming to your new computer so that it can perform even more functions. When you perform a task, you are doing it without thinking about what the computer is doing. However, the computer is constantly sending electronic signals back and forth just so you can use that software. You are not conscious of it, but it works. Our minds work the very same way. You have the conscious mind, which as stated before is our current state of awareness. This is where we receive images and hear sounds that are interpreted as thoughts in our consciousness. If you compare the conscious to the computer, the conscious would be a text editor. You bring it up on your screen and start typing a document. As we type the words on the screen, we are constantly making decisions such as what to say and how to format it on the screen. In our brain, our conscious is the decision maker to a degree. It takes in all our input and tells the subconscious to start working to process that input. After the subconscious mind has finished its processing, the conscious mind then reacts to the output. If you compare the subconscious mind to the computer, it is the operating system. It contains all our memory, habits, beliefs, personality, and more. The subconscious mind also controls the body. It will store information and act on it. The subconscious acts on whatever it is given by using predefined instructions that basically tells it what to do and how to do it. It responds to the programming by doing or reacting to what was intended by the subconscious mind. And what is awesome about this whole endeavor is that it does all this automatically. Therefore, the mind has two areas or functions, the conscious and subconscious. Without these, we would be just like a computer without the operating system, just a box of hardware that does absolutely nothing. This is why conditioning or feeding the subconscious mind the correct input is vital to our existence. Think about it. If you have a bad experience at some point in your life, your conscious mind will take that in as input and send that input to your subconscious mind for processing. The result is that bad experience will stay locked up in your memory bank for later recall. So when you face that same or similar experience later, the subconscious automatically retrieves the memory so you can feel the same sensations you did previously. Troubled people spend hours and hours talking to trained professionals in order to discover and undo the mental programming from their past. The sad thing is that until this past programming is addressed or reprogrammed, we are prone to have the same questionable thoughts over and over again. This is why it is so important to begin a regimen of positive mental programming right away.